She's like going, she's gonna come out. Hello, welcome to episode 43 of that Roro and Kids podcast. My name is Kelly, also known as Roro and Kids, and this is a knitting and designing podcast from the northeast of England. Welcome, a lovely warm welcome to all the new people. I think Karen from a Yarn Tale, or Not Fancy Knitter, I think she's known as both, isn't she? She is knitting my Most Ardently socks, and I noticed she'd done a video a couple of days ago showing the socks, and then I got like a bunch of people come over, so hello, it's nice to see you. Yeah, so thank you to Karen as well for the little plug for me. And if you haven't seen Karen from Not Fancy Knitter, then head over, because she's brilliant, she's really funny, and she's a very brave knitter, I do think. Anyway, let's get started. So we'll start with what I'm wearing, which regular viewers will know this is my sea glass tea, not my salty air tea. I still mix them up, I don't know why, probably because they're both ocean related or something, but I do mix them both up. But this is my sea glass tea, which I made from Advent scraps that I get sent from another viewer, Suzanne. Hello. Yeah, that's what we do every year. We swap an Advent, we swap our scraps, and this was hers from last year and a few from the year before that I had left over. I haven't wore it very often, and the reason is it rides up here. So the bottom of my neck is here. That's the whole bit, right? I don't know what these things are called. That's where the bottom of my neck is, so that is where I would expect it to sit, and that's where it would be comfy, but it comes up right up here, so the hole is there, so it's a good like inch, if not a bit more, up my neck. And although that doesn't sound like a lot, I just feel like I'm like this all the time, and it's a bit like, I don't like things around my neck, which doesn't help. I keep thinking I've got it on back to front, but I haven't, because the short rows are in the back. There just doesn't seem like there's enough short rows in it for me. If it was bottom up, I would be able to fix it, but the thought of chopping this off and messing about is just really not appealing. So I don't know. I do like it. It's just, feels too warm for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is summertime in Britain right now. I use that term extremely lightly because we've had nothing but rain. It's currently grey skies out there. It is threatening to rain today. We haven't had rain for 2 days, which is actually amazing. We had rain every single day of July. It is currently the 10th of August, and it has rained. That's the first 2 days we've had no rain, which was yesterday and the day before. Managed to get the grass cut. It was like this long. It was ridiculous in the gardens. So yeah, it's been quite sad for me. I really do need the sun. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want the sun. I want it to be autumn, I want it to be winter, when it is. But I need the sun. It's made me realise that I'm a summer girl, and yeah, I can still knit lots of things to keep me warm in the winter, but I really, really enjoy being outside in a summer dress, just pottering in the garden and things, and I haven't been able to do that this year, and it's really got to me. So going back to this, even though it's summertime, and we've got grey skies and lots of rain, it's actually still reasonably warm. It's like, I think it's 19 degrees today, which I'll put the Fahrenheit, oh it's 21. I'll put the Fahrenheit of that below of what 21 degrees is. So it's like muggy and it's just horrible. It's the worst season. Like you don't know what to wear. I'll put this on today and I just feel really like hot and bothered. So there you go, my sea glass tea. Maybe it'll be good in the winter is what I was trying to say. Maybe in the winter I'll like it. I don't know. I am, in my little grey mug that I really love, I am drinking, it looks tiny but it's actually a full mug. I'm drinking coffee today. It is actually decaf coffee, but it's my first drink of the day. So let's get going with some finished objects. I've only got one, and it is my Ranunculus. It's not blocked. So here it is, finally done. So, shall I pop it up and show you? I'll pop it on and show you. Okay, this is a neckline I can do. So my Ranunculus was knitted in Truly Hooked. It was her sparkle sock yarn and her Suri alpaca, and they were both in the Hosta colourway. Ooh, yeah, good brain going there. Right, so what have I got left to show you? Nothing in here. If you haven't seen the podcast for a bit, I was struggling because I was running out of Suri. I ended up getting this, which is the Kid Silk from Drops, to just finish off a little bit. So I did the I-cord is in, so this is all in Suri, and then this I-cord is in this, and the same here. Just the I-cord is in that. And then the bottom, right, what can you see? It's only the ribbon that's in this stuff. The rest of it is all Suri. So I don't think you can actually tell. I think I got away with it, considering the Suri was like coloured like this. But yeah, how can I show? I think I'll put a picture in of me wearing it properly because it's a bit awkward here. But I really like it. It's lovely and loose. 3/4 length sleeve is exactly what I wanted. It's just, oh, it's so fluffy and gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I have said that I don't understand why people go mad about the Ranunculus and knit more and more and more, and I stand by that. I won't be knitting another one. Well, never say never, but I don't usually go back and knit something more than once anyway. There's too many patterns out there to be knitting something the same over and over again. But I do like it. I don't know. I like it. It's hard to explain what I mean. I just, like, there's more tops out there that do the same sort of thing, so I'm a bit like, okay, why is everybody going mad about it? But I'm glad I've made it. I wanted it really loose, and that's what I got. I didn't get gauge, and I did have to go, I got gauge on an 8mm needle, which I'll pop on the screen of what that is in the US because I don't know. But I didn't like the fabric that it made. It was way too loose, and I was like, I'm gonna have to wear something under that all the time. So I went down to a 6mm needle. Again, I'll pop that on the screen because I don't know what it is. So I went to a 6mm needle, and then I sized up by a lot to get like the kind of size that I wanted. I think I went up to a size 8, I think it was, where originally I should have been doing like probably a 4. I think I like doubled up my size, but this is exactly what the fit that I wanted. It's like really loose and baggy and nice. So yeah, I am happy with it. but it's not blocked. I need to get it blocked. I'm going to a yarn show on Saturday and I should really have it blocked for then, shouldn't I? But it's also, it's just like I said, it's such sticky weather, you don't know what to wear. So I'm going to take it off because I'm actually boiling. Bear with. It's like the wardrobe edition. Right. I've changed completely because it's actually super muggy and it's just really hot and I'm getting all sticky and horrible, and maybe wearing jumpers wasn't the best plan. So yes, so Ranunculus, I will get it blocked. I will show you again when it's blocked, but I love it. I love it. Can you see it's like fluffy but with sparkle too? I hope you can see that. It's just, I just really like it. I like the blockiness of it and everything. So I'll definitely be doing more really loose tees. I tend to do like fitted ones. I think I'll be doing some more like loose ones. Yeah, I need to block it. Do you know what? I still need to block my salty air tee as well. I don't know, I did show you that. I still need to block that as well. I'm terrible for blocking. I hate blocking so much. I don't know what it is, I really hate it. So, that's that bag finished with. Let's go to what I am working on. So I've got a few things to show you. I'm working on a lot of secret designs at the minute that I can't show you. So I went away on holiday. I went to Spain for a week and I didn't take any knitting with me because I knit for work as well as pleasure. I just needed a break, and I kind of had lost the fire in my belly for anything that I was knitting, so I decided to go away with no knitting and then come back and hope that there was fire in my belly. I had a really nice time on holiday. It was glorious sunshine, it was really hot, it was just lovely, exactly what I needed. And I come home to grey skies pouring down and kind of like, you know what it's like when you get home from holiday, it's like, oh, do you know these dresses that you packed away in this bag? Here they are. That was kind of what it was like, and it was like, oh, you're home. And it hit me like a sledgehammer and I went really down. And my partner couldn't come with us, and obviously I missed him while we were away, but he was like quite upset that I was like sad to be home. But it wasn't because of him. So we sat and chatted for a while and he's brought me back up, and so I had my head out, and we're actually lots like even better for it, sort of thing, bizarrely. We were good anyway, but we were like, yeah, we were really good. And he, like, for a few days after the holiday, I got back on the Tuesday, it must have been Thursday, Friday, before I even thought about knitting. I was just completely like, I don't want to do anything, just want to go back to Spain, I don't want to be here, this is crap. I wanted to be back in Spain, but I wanted my partner with me. It was a really weird time. Anyway, I eventually decided, I had only secret projects on, and I was thinking I was conscious that I was doing this recording today, Thursday the 10th. I had nothing to show. The reason there was no video last week is because I just couldn't get my head around to do anything at all, so there was nothing recorded for you. So yeah, so I'm sorry about that, but yeah, mental health and all of that. So then I had a kind of cast on party and just cast it on. What did I cast on? 1, 2, 3 things. I spent about an hour with my Swift caking yarn off. Cast on 3 different things. One, so I had something to show you guys, but also because I just needed like a bunch of stuff to start working on again to just fire me up, and it has. And I'm good again. so please don't worry, I'm fine. I still want to be in Spain, but we can't all just lie by the pool and drink cocktails, can we, every day, unfortunately. So if only life was like that, but it's not. And so I'm back. And I'm okay. So the first thing I cast on was, oh, and it's in my lovely new project bag, which I got from Spain, and I bet you can't guess where I bought it from. These were just some little bags hanging around. They're not properly project bags. It was just in a souvenir shop. But I just loved it. I love the little pom-poms. They're not on the back or anything. It has this lovely little rope to carry it about with. And I just was like, do you know what? I could fit some socks in. Oh. Shush. Sorry, my dog started barking at somebody. Is she still? Honestly, like, it's like she can't help herself. She's like going, she's gonna come out. I've got rid of all the really loud ones that hurt your head. She's still grumping. It was a man bringing our bin in. Like, he's doing me a favour. Do you know what I mean? And she's still grumping. Anyway, I was saying, I thought I could fit a pair of socks in here, and I have. Da-da-da. That feels like ages since I started talking about the bag because I've been listening to her barking. Shut up, dog. Right. So I cast on from my Make 9, which I'll pop here, and you can see I'll tick off the ones that I've done, which is not many. In fact, have I finished any? I don't know if I've finished any of my Make 9. I'll know when I see the picture. I can't remember. Anyway, these are off my Make 9, and it's the Volturi socks by Rachel Coopey. Can't speak. It is they're an old pattern because it was when the whole hype of Twilight was out, and this is like, these were based on the oh my god, where the Volturi were in Italy, in that big posh building. If you haven't watched Twilight, you won't know what I'm talking about, but don't worry about it. It was some bad vampires living in a posh building in Italy. So I cast them on. They're not on a needle, right? And I'll explain. So I cast them on, and I got this far. So obviously they're toe up. Oh, Sansa, shut up. Right, and then you get this like lovely little, like scalloped, whichever way you want to pronounce that, I don't know. Scalloped edging in colour work. And as I was knitting, I'm using, this is I won a winter solstice box from Botanical Yarn through Instagram last year, and it was just a bunch of minis all based like on a winter type theme, and this was one of them, and that's what this is. Don't know what it's made from. I was assuming it was merino sock. It feels like merino sock. Then I have this from Skein and the Stitch, which, this should be the label, which is Impetus. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm hoping that's focused there. Right, so this, I'm very sorry because the dog was having an absolute fit. Oh, she better not again now because someone's coming to a neighbour's house. We have, it's bin day today, and we have the big bins. I'll put a picture up because you're from all different countries and you won't know what I'm talking about. But I have a guy who cleans my bin. Well, he came and got the bin, she's barking at him. Then he was cleaning the bin, she's barking at him. Then he's come for his payment, she's barking at him. So I'm like, so yes, he's now gone. My bin is clean. I'm hoping she shuts up, but the neighbours are here now. She might start again. Anyway, what I was saying was, so I cast it on. This was all going well. But then when I started knitting with this, which is, yes, Impetus, Iapetus, something like that. Iapetus, by Jess from Skein and the Stitch, who you know is one of my favourites. I thought, that's so soft, what's going on? And then I realised that I'd bought 100% merino, which is beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. It's really, really pretty as well. I'll show you. But it's no good for socks. It's gonna just be in holes. At first I was like, I'll just knit it. But then I was like, no, because it's gonna go into holes. So, plans foiled. I needed the needle, so I pulled it off the needle. I have this, which is definitely sock yarn. This is Adventures in Yarn Craft, and it's her buttery biscuit base. Now originally I'd planned to put this in a Exploration Station by Stephen West shawl. I have a colour that's very similar to this to go into it as well, and then I needed more colours. Well, I didn't get very far. But that's what I was planning to use this, but I'm wondering whether to swap them and use this instead, or I'm just a bit gutted. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really want to crack this open, and I want this sort of colour for these socks, and I don't really have anything else similar. I have one other skein by Madrigal Yarns, but again that is also 100% merino. Don't you dare, Sansa. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's also 100% merino, so obviously I can't use it. That is my only option because I want them cream with the blue. However, on Saturday, it's currently Thursday, so in 2 days' time, I'm going to a yarn show, the North East Yarn Show. Sorry, I've thrown my dog outside now, in the back garden. She's been very, very naughty, and it's just not good enough. So yeah, what I'm thinking is, because you can't knit socks in 100% merino, can you? So they'll last like 5 minutes, and I feel like it's a waste of the yarn. So I'm at the yarn show on Saturday, North East Yarn Show. I will be filming it so you can see. But yeah, I'm gonna go there, and I might try and look for, might take this with me and try and look for a nice creamy taupey sort of colour. I have something in my eye. Oh, this is not a good, I feel like I should just start again. I've got about 10 recordings all split up at the minute, pausing every 2 minutes, changing my clothes, sorting the dog out. Yeah, so that's what I might do. I've lost my train of thought. I might go to the yarn show and buy some more yarn. Well, I will go to the yarn show and buy some more yarn, but I mean actually a yarn specifically for something rather than just like, oh, I like that. Because I have no plans. No plans for any yarn that I buy. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to leave these on hold and not use this. Use this for a shawl or something. And I have that Lone Ranger shawl by Locatelli, so that could be this, maybe. I don't know, but I'm going off on a tangent. Yeah, it's just not going to work, and I'm quite gutted because I was really enjoying the pattern, even though I've only done a tones. I did one lace repeat, but you can't see it. It's not that I can't show you. I've like ripped half of it out as I've been like pulling off the needles and things, so you won't be able to see the repeat. But I was like really enjoying where it was going, and then I was like, this is way too soft, there's something going on. And then saying that, Adventures in Yarn Craft yarn is incredibly soft, and it doesn't feel like sock yarn. It feels like it's never work with children and animals. Battery's on 9%. I was saying that Adventures in Yarncraft, her yarn is super soft and it doesn't feel like a sock yarn. But she has 85% superwash merino and 15% nylon. So it is like, oh, I like you. My dog's still barking. I'm gonna absolutely put her up for adoption. Right, this is not normal. I do apologise. So the next thing that I cast on was also in cream. Sorry, bit of a cream fan at the minute. I actually nearly finished these and it didn't take me long. So this is also off my Make 9 and it's the Catskill, I'm gonna kill her. The Catskill gloves by Amanda Tozzi. I'll show you that way because you can see the little thumb. I feel like I'm properly distracted and everything now because she's just barking so much. I just feel like I'm not really being a very good podcaster, forgetting stuff. So this is how they look on. I really like them. I really like them. I like that I can just use my thumb. I might put a little edging around there. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to see what they're like when they're done. But I'm literally almost done. And it really didn't, I think it took me an hour and a half, 2 hours to do that one. They are knitted in Malabrigo Rios. And it's in the Niebla colourway. It never focuses on these because they're too little. Oh, my bees. Yeah, there, yeah. That colourway, which was actually a gift from Amanda Tozzi because she's a lovely friend of mine from across the pond. Oh, come on, focus. If you can focus on that label, you can focus on that big old ball of yarn. There we go, thank you very much. No, right. Yes, it's beautiful. It's like a taupe colour with like lighter bits in. It's Malabrigo Rios, you know it's gorgeous if you haven't used it before. It's just like silky and buttery and just beautiful. So yeah, I thought it would only be fitting. I've been wanting to knit the Catskill gloves for a long time, and I thought it would only be fitting to use the yarn that Amanda gifted to me for my birthday. So yeah, I've only got the one. But I assume that next time you see me, I'll probably have them done because literally they take no time at all. It's an Aran weight, worsted weight I should say. Worsted weight yarn and they're done on 4mm DPNs. The pattern is written for DPNs. I assume if you are a magic loop person, which I am to be fair. If you're a magic loop person and you prefer to use magic loop, you might be able to follow the pattern, but it does say like needle 1, needle 2, needle 3. It is written for DPNs, which is why I did mine on DPNs, because I just wanted to take out, I've said before, if I'm knitting somebody else's pattern, I don't want to be doing maths and messing about and trying to figure stuff out. I just want to knit it. Because I do maths and figure stuff out when I'm doing my own patterns. So I like to, when I'm doing the hobby side of knitting, I like to just it be mindless as possible. So I just did not the magic loop, Kelly. I just did the DPNs. So yes, Catskill gloves, love them. And they're going to keep me warm and snug. Probably in a couple of weeks because, you know, we've had no summer. So that's those. They're living in a little project bag that I made myself ages ago. Little cats on. Oh, that's cute. And then finally, living in my, I always get her name wrong and I really don't want to. Tea Cake and Make. I always go to call her Tea Cake Make. I don't know why. tea cake and make, see? Tea cake and make bag. Lovely Nicola. This is, she's on Etsy. This was gifted to me. It's absolutely beautiful. Lovely drawstring project bag. Has a little loop on it to hang stuff on. It's brilliant. So living in here is my V-back tee. Cast on a V-back tee, finally. Oh, rhymes. So, I'm knitting this in Cookston Crafts. This was another thing I ummed about. I was thinking of swapping this out and putting it in with those Volturi socks. Oh, my camera's going to run out. 1 minute. What a disaster. So I was going to swap this out for the Impetus and Iapetus, whatever that Greek god is called, Titan is called. I was going to swap it out and use this instead and then use the Iapetus in here, but I decided I just wanted to stick to the same fibre content and the same dye really. So this is Briana's Gown by Cookston Crafts, and I'll show you the fade that I'm doing. So I've got Briana's Gown, which is a Outlander yarn, and then this one is called Rubus, which I don't think is Outlander, and then this one, that's Claire Fraiser, which obviously is Outlander. So that's the fade. It's going to be this way, which I'm looking forward to seeing. And this is how far I've got. So I actually only cast this on last night. So that's the V section that goes down the middle. Yeah, it's a bit hard to show you, but that's pretty much it. Not a lot. I was getting a bit fed up, but I have started the stock and stitch, the stock and stitch there. I was getting a bit fed up of rib. I don't like doing loads and loads of 1x1 rib. So yeah, that is on the needles and ready to go. Well, it's going. And I'm now on the stock and stitch section, so I should be a bit happier. But yeah, V-back tee. So it's another one of my make 9s. So that's it for whips. I know that I was doing the Stephen West MKAL Colour Blast socks. I'm not going to go into massive detail about it because I've got a video coming out in a few weeks. It should have been out last week, but that's the one that I couldn't be bothered to edit. Sorry. So it will come out in a few weeks though, and so I won't go into great detail of what happened. Needless to say, they are no longer on needles, and I got quite annoyed with the situation. Yeah, I don't want to go into too much because obviously it's all going to be in this other video. But I'll show you how far I got. They're not on the needle anymore. Nope. So I did this much of it. And then I pulled out of the MKAL, and you will know why when you watch the video. But yeah, I was not happy, and I probably won't do another MKAL. I say that, and then I'll get FOMO when the shawl comes out, but honestly, it's really, really made me quite annoyed, and yeah, I can't imagine me doing it, but we'll see. Other than that, I've got secret projects going, so nothing else I can show you. And I don't have any acquisitions other than a needle that I got that I also can't show you because it's on secret socks. so that's a bit annoying. However, I do have a new thing coming soon. My battery is going to die again because I've got no charge in any of my batteries. So if I get cut off again, I'm really sorry. This is such a choppy episode. Basically, myself and the designer Jane Burns from Jane Burns Designs have started a new project where we're doing a podcast every 2 weeks, and we are called Unity, the Unity podcast. I will pop it below. We are currently on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and we will launch on the 15th of August. So we're 2 UK designers. We're just talking about our lives as designers, what it's like with deadlines and working from home and working in the heat when you're doing like opposite, because obviously as a designer you work on Christmas stuff when it's summer and you work on summer stuff when it's winter, stuff like that. It's all that sort of stuff. We're going to chat about that. We do yarn reviews and just generally have a giggle. And they're only about half an hour to 40 minutes long each episode. And like I say, it launches on the 15th of August. So there'll be one coming out before I do another one of these, which is what I'm telling you now because it's next week. Yeah, so I would love you to pop over there and give us a follow and or a subscribe, I should say, and get ready for the launch. So when we launch, there's going to be 3 episodes will come out instantly, so you get a feel for what it's going to be like, and then after that it's going to be one every 2 weeks. Unless we see that we could do more or people want more or whatever, we're just going to play it by ear and see how it goes. But it is just me and Jane doing it, and it's been lots of fun. So yeah, I would love you to come over there and join us. Unity podcast. And we're also on Instagram and Facebook, so you can follow us there as well. There's no posts or anything at the minute, but there will be. Yeah. That's it. So what I was telling you that for as well is because that knitting needle is going to be shared on there on one of the episodes in a few weeks, so you'll see it on there. And then yeah, you know, when I was saying last week that I was doing yarn reviews and things like that, they're all on there. So that is my new little project that I've been working on behind the scenes. It's also something that helped me get back into work because I just wasn't, and because obviously then Jane relied on me to do it, then I started doing it and I feel a bit better. So yeah, it's helped me in that way too after the holiday. So holiday, for any of you who want to know, was lots of fun. We had a really nice time. Rowan was very, very naughty out there, mostly because I think his dad wasn't there, and he's one of them kids who, yeah, he listens to me, but not as much as he listens to his dad, and so he was quite naughty out there. So it was quite stressful in that sense. I had my parents with me, and my parents don't really understand. They're a little bit old to deal with Rowan, so that was quite a difficult dynamic, but we did have a nice time, and Caden, my oldest son, was fantastic, helping me look after Rowan and everything, and it was just so nice. I'll pop some pictures up. I'll pop some up at the end actually. But yes, we just, the only thing missing was Terry. It was just such a shame that Terry couldn't come with us. But other than that, nothing much else is going on with me. So I hope to see you in the next episode, and I'm really sorry that this one has been so sporadic and so scatterbrained. It's just been interrupted so many times. Yeah, it's currently coming up to 12 o'clock, so I've only been here for an hour, and I feel like I've been interrupted about 500 times. It's going to be such a choppy episode. I am very sorry for that. I hope you stuck with me. I promise next one will be better. I'll just kick my dog out and lock her out, I think. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next episode.